Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in this lesson we're going to fill out can player fast travel function. But before we fill this out, let's just come, and I'm going to put mine here between the switch block and the void for reset. You can put yours anywhere you like. I know some people like to put these types of functions at the bottom of the script. I'm going to put mine here. I'll leave the choice up to you. And the first one is going to be private, and what we want is game object with the capital G. And then we need to give it a naming convention, and we'll give it a naming convention of find, and we'll have closest enemy. Open and close brackets, open and close again. And let's come below that and we'll create of type private, of type void. And this one will give a naming convention of cancel fast travel. Open and close brackets will open and close again. And we'll just copy one of the debug logs into both functions, and then we'll switch out the naming convention, and also for find closest enemy. Let's just save that off there. Now we'll come back and fill out these functions at a later date, but they're the first things we are going to call in the can player fast travel. We'll say find closest enemy. We'll open and close brackets, close the line off. Into the comments, call, and let's just copy that naming convention in. Find closest enemy function. Let's just copy that and we'll paste it in. And then we'll just copy and paste cancel fast travel here and also in the comments. And I know it may seem strange to call the cancel fast travel function within this state, but trust me, it will make sense once we actually come around to filling out this function. But now we actually calling them functions, we need to find the enemy distance. So this is going to be of type float. We'll give it a naming convention of underscore distance from enemy. And we're going to say that's going to be equal to a vector3 dot distance. Open and close brackets, close the line off. Inside the brackets, we're going to put underscore, and we'll need to create another variable up here. Let's just copy the player one for now. And we'll change the naming convention to underscore. And let's just say enemy. We'll say enemy transform actually. Enemy game objects transform. Yep, we'll leave it at that. Underscore enemy transform dot position, comma, transform dot position. So let's break this up for commenting. I will enter here after the equals. And let's just get that first bit of comment into place. We'll say new float distance from enemy equals, and let's just actually break this up. We'll enter there, I think. We'll put in, we'll say equals the distance between enemy transform, and we'll come below here, the players transform. And we'll just save that there for the moment. Now, I know this looks similar to actually how it worked within the enemy AI, but actually it's going to work alongside or with this function here, private game object find closest enemy, and it's actually going to work quite a bit differently. You will notice some things that are very similar or the same, but it's actually going to work fairly differently from the way it worked within the enemy AI. But we'll come around to that later again when we come back to fill out this function. But for now, let's just get this function finished. We'll create an if block, so if open and close brackets, inside the brackets we'll say distance from enemy is greater than we want the fast travel safe radius. We'll put that into the comments. If distance from enemy is greater than fast travel, and then we'll just put safe radius. We'll come to the next line and we'll say player cannot fast travel is false. We'll close the line off into the comments, then set player cannot fast travel to false. So if the enemies are too far away, i.e. greater than the safe radius, the bool that says the player cannot fast travel is false, because the player can, because the enemies are far enough away. And in fact, let's just copy that if block, we'll paste it in, and we'll change it from greater to less than. We'll change the comment. Then we just need to come to this line and set it to true. And again, remember to change the comment. So in this case, an enemy is too close because it's less than our safe radius. So therefore, we're saying that the player cannot fast travel because we have set that to true. And let's create another if block. If open and close brackets underscore player cannot fast travel double equals true. Into the comments, if player cannot fast travel is equal to true. Let's come to the next line. And what we'll do is actually create another new function. So we'll come here, it can be of type private and of type IEnumerator, and we need to give this a name. Let's say display cannot fast travel message. You can put warning or whatever. You can name that anything you like, but that's what I'll name it. Let's open and close brackets, open and close again. As always, we'll copy in a debug log and we'll swap out the naming conventions. So we'll just save that there. And again, we'll come back to this function in a little while. But for now, let's just again continue on and get this function finished first. So start coroutine, open and close brackets, close those lines off. Little speech marks inside the brackets, and then we'll just copy and paste this naming convention in for our new IEnumerator. come into the comments and we'll say start. We'll copy and paste that naming convention in. And we'll just say start cannot display fast travel message. We'll just put function. However, we'll create another if block. If open and close brackets, inside the brackets, player cannot fast travel double equals false. Into the comments, if player cannot fast travel is equal to false, which means the player can actually fast travel, then we need to switch state. So we'll again come to the line below, and what we want is underscore fast travel states. We're going to say that's equal to fast travel, the name of the script, dot fast travel states dot, and then we want the actual function we want, which is dot ft underscore choose fast travel destination. Let's break this up for commenting. I'll enter here, and in fact let's enter there as well. And let's get this into the comments. We'll put then set state to next line to fast travel state next line of, and let's just copy and paste that naming convention in. And let's save that off there. And I think we'll leave it here for this lesson. As always, if you have any questions, please leave a comment below or send me a message, and I will do my best to try and explain any queries you may have. But as always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time. And until then, as always, bye for now.